The truth is that you matter. And I know this is something that's, for some of us, hard to accept, for some of us, hard to believe, something that we keep repeating in ourselves, or we've been taught or told something different. And for our whole lives, we're trying to find worth in so many things. But I need you to understand that you matter. And at the core of all that, you don't matter because of other people or their validation or how they approve of you or what they think or like of you. You matter because you have been given intrinsic value and worth. God has put something in you that is special and unique, and this world needs it. But I think we struggle to understand that because we've tied our value to what people say or do around us. So our relationships, whether romantic, platonic, or any of that sort, we think that our value is dependent on what those things look like. Our jobs, we think that our career defines our worth and our matter. We think that our success, our worldly success, how everyone else in this world sees success, we think that ties to what matters. And I need you to understand that doesn't matter. You matter. And there's reasons why a lot of us struggle to believe this. And we're going to dive into this reality that we keep giving ourselves a lesser success rate. We keep moving the goalposts, and that's why we think that we're never successful. That's why we think that things have never been good. What happens for a lot of us, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, is that we say, okay, the day that this happens, that's the day that I'm going to know that I'm successful. But what happens is that day comes, and now you're saying, well, not this next thing. This next thing is going to make me happy. And when I do that next thing, that's when it's really going to matter. And that's what's really important. No, you're going to consistently have to move that goalpost because it's never going to actually be enough. And you've conditioned your worth, your matter to those things. So we lose sight of who we are. One reason that we think we don't matter is because we lose sight of the authentic person that we are. We lose sight of what we were made to be, of who we just are on our own, not dependent on people again, not dependent on things, not dependent on career paths, but we lose sight of being happy. And I need you to understand that you are not made to make those things purposeful. You were made to live in something that's purposeful for you. You were not made to make those things better. You were made to make you better. So we lose sight of who we are because we think that we have to do things in a certain way. So we don't know that we matter because we're not joyful in us. We do that because it's easy. Like let's be real. It's easy to do the easy thing, right? I have been working and trying and striving. We're going to get to this gym. We're going to get this fitness thing together. I'm working on it. I promise you. But that's a process. It's a process from going from the stagnant thing that you're doing that it's easy to just stay under to then slowly choosing and deciding smaller things that are going to impact the greater picture. Because what happens next is that when you start doing those small things for you, everything else flows easily. So you matter despite anything else, and you have to stop losing sight of who you are. Stop depending on other people to validate or to see you or to agree with you. And I need you to understand that so many people struggle to validate and see themselves. What makes you think that their opinion is going to be any better of you? They struggle with their own love, the love for themselves. So they're going to sit here and talk about you and bash you and all these things. But when your worth, when your matter is on you, you don't care what they say because it's not dependent on them. All right, it takes us to that. Actually, the next point is that we trade power. We trade our power for people because we think that if they have this, that if they're around us, that the people that we want around us, or the people that we look up to or admire, or the friends that we want to have, or the romantic partners we want to date, or the careers that we want to be in, we think that is good. And we think that that's going to depict and change us. It's not. All it's going to do is rob you of you to feed itself, because everything requires energy. This entire world is a world made of energy, not in a spiritual sense, in a literal sense, right? We have to trade energy for anything. Your time is energy. Your investments is energy. The people that you are around, they either take or drain your energy or feed into you. Everything is an exchange of energy. So what happens is that when you decide that you want people to like you, or you want that person to choose you, or you want that career path to be the thing that you're in, or you want that school, you are trading energy. You're giving energy. And the question isn't that, it's your power. It's, are you receiving anything back? So if you're in something that you have to trade off something good from you for it to be present around you, I need you to understand that that's not good. That all that's going to do is hurt you. So how do you regain that? How do we regain our power? Well, first you need to sit down and really realize, what am I giving power over to? Like, what has authority over me? Like, people have authority over us when we respond to their actions. So if someone wants to make you mad, like if you're dealing with a person who has narcissistic tendencies, or a person who likes to gaslight you, or a person who likes to do these things, what they want from you is not for you to love them. It's for you to respond to them. So if they want to make you angry, That's a response. They don't think, oh, I need to get you to admire or love me. No, I just want you to be mad, because I know that if I make you mad, I have a level of control over you, over your thoughts, over your emotions. That's perfectly fine by me. And most of them don't do it consciously. It's a subconscious thing that they understand that they're getting a response from you. So how do we regain power? We stop responding. We stop responding to people that don't serve us, that don't love us, that don't help us grow. We stop responding to situations that don't merit anything beneficial for us or helpful for us. And it's not in a selfish way. I need you to understand that it's not that because you need to have everything for you and you are the king or the queen of the whole world and every response needs to be towards you. It's about you loving you enough that you stop giving into things that make you hate you. Because we tend to fall into these things thinking that, okay, if I allow these things to be present, that's going to add to me. It's going to be beneficial to me. No, it actually robs you of you. It robs you of your peace. It robs you of your self-worth. It robs you of the person that you were made to be, because you think that less of you means more of them. You regain your power when you are firm in the fact that you're not going to allow people to treat you any which way, that you're not going to allow people to steal your joy. And I know it's hard. I know it's a difficult thing to say, to sit here and say that I'm going to separate or cut ties or stop communication with people. But it's so much harder. It's so much more painful to stay in that longer. You regain power when you stand up for that. And you sit there and analyze, what is it that has my energy, that has my mind, that has my heart? What is it that I'm so focused on that thing is the thing that's the center point for everything else that I do? We become something different. It's important to understand that who we become is based on what we see ourselves as. And so many people, and I know this is like a beating a dead horse, because so many people have said this, but I need you to understand that you will become what you believe you are. I think it was like Henry Ford that said that once, that said that whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. You will choose the thing that you're going to put yourself towards. You'll choose the thing to put your energy towards. And I know I must just share something personal. There's an opportunity that I'm gonna have, and I don't know if this video is gonna be seen after that's already done, or in the process of that, or this podcast, or whatever, wherever you're listening. I don't know where this is gonna be, but I don't know if that thing will be already happened at this point. But I was sitting with this thing, and I really struggled with an imposter syndrome. I sat with this, and I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I looked for every which way. I try to find a flaw and then see that it's fake or something, and it wasn't. It's real. It's happening. And I'm sitting here and I'm trying to depose myself from it, saying that there's no way that this could be me, but it's real. And I think sometimes we struggle to understand that good things should happen to us, and we should be embracing of them, and we should love those good things, not because we are bad people and that we don't think we deserve it, but because we're good and we do deserve it. And if you're willing to work for it and be a part of it, you will get the thing that you believe you should be in. But you can't sit here and not allow yourself to be the full version of you, because, again, you're feeding into other people and not believing that you matter and not believing that you deserve it, and then get mad that you don't get these things. You deserve this. You deserve those things that you're willing to work for. You deserve those things that are good. You deserve goodness. And I know this is hard to hear for some people, because we've become so used to being our mess, our nastiness, our hurt, that we don't think we deserve it. The question here, our last question, is what do you do next? Like, what are the next steps here? Are you going to consistently stay in this thing? Because, again, the choice is easy, to remain in the easy thing. The easy thing hurts. It's easy to stay in it. It's just, you don't have to do anything. You just have to consistently live under something, live in the pain. The hard thing is the little steps. Is saying, okay, well, I'm going to cut people off. I'm going to separate myself from people that are just hurting me or using me. I'm going to separate myself from situations that aren't meriting the joy of my life, that aren't adding to it, that don't bring value, because, again, they don't matter. So you matter. And I need you to understand that you matter. And it's going to be hard for you to accept that, because if you've been so conditioned and so used to everything else, you're going to consistently think that that's it. But when you start realizing your worth, when you start realizing how much you matter, everything else changes. Live in that.